pens down. I'll explain you 4 concepts. How to do posting from purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book through journal entry. And we have already studied how to do the posting from the journal entry. Same rule we will be following here. So it is very, very simple. Understand the concepts first. You'll write it later. Put your pens down. First, how to do it from purchase book. See, the journal entry for purchase book is goods comes in, we are purchasing the goods. So goods comes in, debit what comes in, purchases account debit, and if you remember, in subsidiary books we record only credit transactions. So purchase book will include only credit purchases. Goods we purchase on credit from suppliers, creditors. So creditors are the giver, credit the giver. But there is not one supplier. There are many suppliers. There are many creditors. So we write to sundry creditors account. Sundry means miscellaneous. Miscellaneous means various. So it's not one creditor, it is to various, to many creditors account. Don't write it, put your pen down. Once again, goods comes in, debit what comes in, purchases account debit, creditors are the giver, credit the giver, but there are not one, many creditors. So instead of simply writing to creditors, we write to sundry creditors account. Sundry means several, miscellaneous, various creditors. Raise your hand who did not understand this. All are clear with it? So raise your hand. What journal entry will you pass from sales book? Raise your hand. What journal entry would you pass from sales book? Parmin?
Sundry debitor debit to sales account.
Very good. Sit down. Debtors. Whom do we sell the goods on credit? Customers. They are called debtors. Again, we don't sell goods to one customer but several customers. So customers or debtors are the receiver. Debit the receiver. So sundry debtors account debit. Sundry because there is not one but many debtors. Understood that? And goods goes out, credit what? Goes out to sales account. All are clear with this? Raise your hand. What journal entry will you pass from purchase return book? I thought everyone would have raised the hand. So simple thing I'm asking you now. After 2 explanations, you must be able to answer it. Ramandeep? Yes, this will be reversed. We are returning the goods back to the creditors only. So now creditors are the receiver, debit the receiver, sundry creditors account debit, and goods goes out, credit what goes out, so to purchase return account. Did all of you understand this? Raise your hand. What entry will you pass from sales return book? Viraj.
So sales account debit to sundry.
Sangeet.
Sales return account debit to sundry debitors account.
Debtors. Don't say debitors, it's debtors. Viraj, sales return. When goods are returned, you write sales return or purchase return. Reverse of this. Now, if sold goods are returned back, then goods comes in, debit what? Comes in. So sales return account debit, and debtors are the giver, credit the giver to sundry debtors account. Did all of you understand this portion? Any doubts with it? 4 journal entries are clear. Now regarding the amounts, understand it. In purchase account, sales account, purchase return account and sales return account, we will record the total amount. Means total amount of subsidiary book. In purchase account, sales account, purchase return account and sales return account, we will record the total amount. So here we will write the total of purchase book, here we will write the total of sales book, here we will write the total of purchase return book and here we will write the total of sales return book. Okay? 4 accounts will write the total amount. Purchase account, sales account, purchase return account, sales return. But why do we write the word sundry? Various creditors. Means suppose I have purchased goods from Rekha, Shamita and Ruchika. Then the journal entry would be purchase account debit and sundry means various creditors. So it means to Rekha account, to Shamita account, to Ruchika account. So in purchase I will record the total of all the purchases. But in Rekha, can I write the total amount of all the 3 or only Rekha's amount should come? Only Rekha's amount. So in sundry creditors and sundry debtors account, we will always record the individual amount. Okay, in sundry creditors and sundry debtors account, will always record the individual amount. Is every one of you clear with this? Any confusions? So what we shall be doing is, whenever subsidiary books posting is asked, first of all you have to make the subsidiary books. As we did until yesterday, first you will make that purchase book, purchase book, sales, and then you will do the posting. When we do the posting, first we will write this journal entries in rough. Means in exams you should write this journal entries in rough. And then we will do the posting from this journal entry. From journal entry, how to do the posting we already know. So that is how we do the posting from this journal entries. We'll solve one question today. I'll explain you how to do the posting from purchase book and ask you how to do it from sales book. And these 2 you will try on your own, then I'll do it on the book. Understood this, everyone? So which accounts you write the total amounts? Purchase, sales, purchase return, sales return. Got it, everyone? And sundry debtors and sundry creditors, you will record which amount? Individual amounts. Okay? Try it on your own. Write this on your own. If you are able to write it on your own, in exams also you will be able to do it. Okay? Try it on your own. Afterwards I'll open it. 5 minutes I'll give you, then I'll open it. Raise your hand who all have written the journal. Check it, everyone. From purchase book, purchase account debit to sundry creditors account. From sales book, sundry debtors account debit to sales account. From purchase return book, sundry creditors account debit to purchase return account. And from sales return book, sales return account debit to sundry debtors account. In purchase account, sales account, purchase return account and sales return account, we will record the total amounts. And in sundry creditors and sundry debtors account, we will write the individual amounts. All of you are clear with this? Who all could get it right? Very good. So you'll be able to do it in exams also. Page 126. All of you look at page 126. Can you see the solution of subsidiary books for illustration? 7 is already there. So in exams you have to make that solution first. Right now we already practiced this in the last 3 days. So we are not making the solution of subsidiary book. I am directly explaining you how to do the posting from subsidiary books. But otherwise, first what you are supposed to do in exams, make the subsidiary books. Okay. Now, first of all, when you do the posting from subsidiary books, you make 4 accounts: purchase account, sales account, purchase return account, and sales return account. Now, see inside the purchase book, page 126 at the bottom. Page 126 at the bottom, inside the purchase book. What are the name of suppliers? Dhruvil, Komal, Nirmi. So Dhruvil account, Komal account, Nirmi account. Next page. See inside the sales book, what are the name of customers? Sajan, Heli, Kanu. So Sajan account, Heli account, Kanu account. See inside the purchase return book, what are the names of suppliers? Dhruvil and Nirmi we have already made, so we are not making it again. If there was a new supplier from whom we purchased goods in past months and returning in current month, then we would have made it separate. Same way, see in sales return book, which are the names? Sajan, Heli, Kanu. Sajan, Heli and Kanu are already done, so we are not making it again. 10 accounts are there. Can you see that? 1 minute per format. So 10 minutes do the formats, then I'll start the posting. Your time starts now. In 10 minutes, make these formats. Format, I have done it for one only. As you can see, format is date, particulars JF, amount. Right side also date, particulars JF, amount. You can fold the page and get the middlemost part. Okay? Start with it. In 10 minutes, do the format. Okay, not more than that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, be attentive. I'll explain you from purchase book. I'll ask you from sales book, and purchase return book and sales return book you'll try on your own. First of all, be careful. We are not doing the posting from the question. We are doing the posting from the solution. Okay? So see the solution of purchase book. Okay? Now understand it properly. Purchases account debit. Whenever it is asked in exams, first you write these 4 journal entries with these brackets so that you understand where to record, what to record. Okay, first always write these journal entries. You can write it in brief, it's just for our understanding. So you can write purchases to SC, SD to sales, just for our understanding we are doing it. So write these entries in rough first. Now purchases account debit. First rule of ledger and posting was write on the same side. Second rule, write the name of opposite account. Purchase account debit, so in purchase account we will write on debit side. Now, we are going to record the total amount. See, purchase book, what is the total amount? 43,000. If we record 43,000, what date should you write? 31st, last day of the month. January is there, so last day would be January's 31st. Because when, like in this question, it gets over on 18th. But otherwise, when would you get the total amount of purchases of the whole month? On 31st only. So in these 4 accounts, your date will always come last day of the month. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Okay, once again, which amount do we record in purchase account? And when would you get the total purchase, sales, purchase return and sales return of the whole month? End of the month. Now once again, purchase account debit. So rule 1, write on the same side. So in purchase account we'll write on debit side. Last day of the month, write down 31/1/50. Any confusion in this? Rule 1, write on the same side. Purchase account debit, so in purchase account we write on debit side. Did you write this? Yes. Rule 2, write the name of opposite account. What is the name of opposite account to sundry creditors account? So you will write to sundry creditors account. Understood that? Any confusions? Now, here in purchase account, we have to record the total amount of purchase book. What is the total amount of purchase book? So you'll write 43,000. Understood that, everyone? And in bracket you'll mention as per purchase book. In bracket we mention as per purchase book means if anyone wants the details, who are our various creditors, then see the purchase book, you'll find who are the creditors. In the purchase book you can see that creditors are Dhruvil, Komal and no need to write here to Dhruvil, to Komal, to Nirmi. Instead of writing to Dhruvil, to Komal, to Nirmi, we simply write to, and we mention for the details, you see the purchase book. Understood that portion? Now further, to sundry creditors account means in creditors account we will write on credit side, but individual. Now who are our creditors? Dhruvil, Komal and Nirmi. So two sundry creditors means in Dhruvil account, Komal account and Nirmi account we will write on credit side. All the three accounts we will write on credit side. Sundry means various creditors. Who are the various creditors? Dhruvil, Komal, Nirmi. So all the three accounts will write on credit side. Now here we are going to record which amounts? Meaning to say in Dhruvil you will record only Dhruvil's purchases. In Komal you will record only Komal's purchases. And in Nirmi only Nirmil's purchases. So which date will come in Dhruvil? 1st January, the respective date only. Are you all clear with this? And what will we write on the credit side, the name of opposite account? By purchases account. So Dhruvil account credit side, see in the purchase book, Dhruvil's date is 1st January. So 1/1/15 by purchases account with individual amount. So with Dhruvil's amount 9,000. Understood that? Anyone who is not clear with this, raise your hand. Same way in Komal account on credit side. See in the purchase book, what is Komal's date? 3/1/15 opposite account by purchases account. And with individual amounts, what is Komal's amount? 4,000. And Nirmi account also credit side, the date is 18/1/15 opposite account by purchases account. And with Nirmi's amount, that is 30,000. And all the three places in bracket you'll write as per purchase book. Anyone who did not understand this, raise your hand. I'll explain it once again and then I'll ask you for sales book. Okay? So, who are still writing it, raise your hand. Complete it first. Who are still writing it, raise your hand. So I'll explain from purchase book once again. For purchase book, the journal entry is purchase account debit to sundry creditors account. Purchase account debit, so in purchase account we'll write on debit side the name of opposite account to sundry creditors account with the total amount of purchase book 43,000. Two sundry creditors means in various creditors who are Dhruvil, Komal and Nirmi. We'll write on credit side name of opposite account by purchases account, all the places, and with individual amounts. With individual amounts. So in Dhruvil we'll write Dhruvil's purchases 9,000. In Komal we'll write Komal's purchases 4,000. In Nirmi we'll write Nirmi's purchases 30,000. Did all of you understand this portion? And respective dates, that is 1/1/15, 3/1/15 and 18/1/15. Anyone who is not clear with this? Now raise your hand. Sundry debtors to sales. First we will always record purchase, sales, purchase return and sales return account. Okay? How will you record it in sales account? Khushbu?
By sundry debtors account.
Yes. Do you debit or credit sales account? Credit. So rule 1 write on the Same side. You credit sales account, so in sales account will write on credit side. Which date will come? Last day of the month, all of you write on 31/1/15. And what is the name of opposite account you will write? By sundry debtors account. Did all of you understand this? Any doubts up till here? And Khushbu, what amount we will record?
50,800.
Yes, in sales account, we have to write the total amount. See in the solution, page 127 at the top. What is sales books total? 50,800. Do you all get it? In bracket, as per sales book. Raise your hand who did not understand this. Okay, now raise your hand. How will you write it in sundry debtors account? Bhavya?
By
Which side?
debit.
So 2.
Sales account.
Amount
7,000.
and date?
7.
Correct. Who are the sundry debtors? See in the sales book, first sundry debtor is Sajan. So sundry debtors account debit means in Sajan's account we will write on debit side. The date of Sajan. See in sales book, what is the date of Sajan? 7 January. So 7/1/15. What is the name of opposite account in the journal entry? To sales account. So in debit side we will write to sales account and individual amount. In sundry debtors and creditors account you will record individual amount. What is Sajan's amount? 7,600. Is everyone clear with this? Same way in Haley account also we will write on debit side. See in the sales book the date is 19. So 19/1/15. Name of opposite account to sales account and Haley's amount is 32,400. Same way in Kanu account also debit side, the Kanu's date is 24/1/15. Name of opposite account to sales account and Kanu's amount is 10,800. Do you all get this? And everywhere you'll mention in bracket as per sales book. Any confusion in this? So all of you will try on your own for the last two now. I'll give you 5 minutes, then I'll do it on the board. Okay? Last two means in purchase return book when you do the posting, first do it in purchase return account, then do it in creditors account. Same way when you do it in sales return from sales return book, first do it in sales return account, then do it in sundry debtors account. So try it on your own everyone. So how is the posting from subsidiary books? Very simple, but provided you should remember those 4 journal entries and always write those journal entries in draft. Don't try to do it orally, otherwise you'll make mistake. If you write the journal entry, it'll consume 1 minute or 2 minutes extra, but you'll not make a mistake. Yes, I am explaining it, be attentive. First I am explaining from purchase return book to purchase return account. So in purchase return, it's credited, we will write on credit side. Last day of the month, 31/1/15. Name of, be attentive, name of opposite account we will write by sundry creditors account, and in the purchase return book if you see the total amount is 15,900. In bracket we will mention as per purchase return book. Now, sundry creditors account debit. So in sundry creditors, various creditors, we will write on debit side. In the purchase return book, you can see that there are 2 creditors, Dhruvil and Virvi. So in Dhruvil and Nirmi we will write on debit side. If you see Dhruvil's date is 15th January and amount is 900. So creditor Dhruvil account debit side 15/1/15. Name of opposite account to purchase return account and amount is 900. Also the other creditor Nirmi account we will write on debit side. The date is 21/15. Name of opposite account to purchase return account and amount of Nirmi is 15,000. Who all could get it correct from purchase return book? Very good. In bracket you'll mention as per purchase return book. Okay, both the places will mention as per purchase return book. Silence. Now understand it from sales return book. Sales return account debit. Yes, Rima. Understand it first. Sales return account debit. So in sales return account we will write on debit side. The date is 31/1/15. Name of opposite account to sundry debtors account. And here we will record the total of sales return book. In sales return account you will write the total amount. So if you see in sales return book the total amount is 23,600. In bracket you will write as per sales return book. And in the journal entry, two sundry debtors means in various debtors account, two we credit, so we'll write on the credit side. You can see in sales return book the debtors are Sajan, Haley and Tanu. So in Sajan, Haley and Tanu account, we will write on credit side. Two means we'll write on credit side. Name of opposite account by sales return account. In Sajan account credit side the date is 11/1/15. Name of opposite account by sales return account and amount of Sajan that is 2,000. Haley account credit side 21/15 by sales return account an amount of Haley that is 16,200 and Kanu account credit side the date is 31/1/15 by sales return account amount of Kanu that is 5,400 and all the places you will mention in bracket as per sales return book. Who all could get the posting from sales return book correct? So everyone is clear with this? Now we studied balancing in the ledger and posting. Step 1, higher total write on both the sides. Step 2, difference amount write it on lower side. So purchase 43,000 is the higher total. Write it on both the sides. Now 43,000 minus 0. 43,000 itself is the balance. Which date we do the balancing? Last day, 31/1/15 by balance carried down. Opposite side after the total, what date you'll write? 1st February 2015, next month's first date. To balance brought down, same amount 43,000. Which side total was more, debit side was more, so it will be called as debit balance. Do you all remember this?
Yes, sir.
Now, sales account credit is more, so 50,800. Complete it fast for all the accounts. 50,800 both the sides. 50,800 minus 0, 50,800. 31,150. Two balance carried down. Opposite side 1,215. Buy balance brought down. 50,800. Here credit side is more, so it is called credit balance. Purchase return account. Credit side 15,900, higher total both the sides. 15,900 minus 0, 15,900. 31,150. Two balance carried down. Opposite side 1,215. Buy balance brought down. Credit side is more, so it will be called credit balance. Sales return account 23,600 both the sides. 23,600 minus 0, 23,600. 31,115. Buy balance carried down. Opposite side 1,215. Two balance brought down. 23,600. Debit side is more, so it will be called debit balance. Drupal account, credit side is more, so 9,000 on both the sides. Now here what we will do is 9,000 minus 900, so 8,100. 31,115. Two balance carried down. Opposite side 1,215. Buy balance brought down. 8,100. Credit side total is more, so it will be called as credit balance. In Komal account, credit side 4,000 total on both the sides. 4,000 minus 0, 4,000. 31,115. Two balance carried down. Opposite side 1,215. Buy balance brought down. 4,000. Credit side is more, so it will be called credit balance. In Nirmi account again, credit is more. 30,000 on both the sides. 30,000 minus 15,000, 15,000. 31,115. Two balance carried down. Opposite side 1,215. Buy balance brought down. 15,000. Debit side, no, credit side is more, so it will be called credit balance. Sajan account, debit is more, 7,600 on both the sides. 7,600 minus 2,000, 5,600. 31,115. Buy balance carried down. Opposite side 1,215. 2 balance brought down 5,600. Debit side is more, so it is called debit balance. Daily account again, debit is more, so 32,400. Higher total on both the sides. 32,400 minus 16,200 is 16,200. 31,115 by balance carried down. Opposite side 1, 2, 15, 2 balance brought down. 16,200. Again, debit side is more, so it is called debit balance. And Tanu account again, debit side total is more, so 10,800 both the sides. 10,800 minus 5,400, 5,400. 31,115 by balance carried down. Opposite side 1, 2, 15, 2 balance brought down. 5,400. Debit side is more, so it is called debit balance. All of you are able to recollect this balancing procedure? And after the balancing, what do we make to verify whether it is correct or not? Trial balance. And it should tally, means debit and credit balance should come equal. Who are doing the balancing still? Completed parts. And what if both the sides total is same? If both the sides total is same, settled is squared up account. If both the sides total is same, it is called squared up account. See, suppose we make trial balance from this now. Period. If we make trial balance, then we will have 3 columns. First, name of account, then debit balance and credit balance. Here there are 10 accounts or 10 items from which we have to make it. Now, first name of account is purchase account. Does it have debit balance or credit balance? Debit. And balance amount is 43,000. Tell me, which is the next one? Which balance? What amount? 50,800. Then purchase return account. Credit balance 15,900. Sales return account. Debit balance 23,600. Drupal account. Credit balance, what amount? 8100. Balance amount is 8100, okay? Then Komal account, credit balance of 4,000. Komal account, credit balance of 4,000. Then Nirmi account, again credit balance of Nirmi account again has credit balance of 15,000. Then after Nirmi account we have Sajan account, debit balance of 5,600. Then after Sajan account we have daily account, debit balance of 16,200. And lastly, Kanu account debit balance of 5400. Understood this, everyone? Now it should tally, means both the sides should come equal. 43, 66, 71, 87, 92, 600, 93, 200, 93, 800, 50, 65, 73, 77, 92, 92, 800, 93, 700, 93, 800. Now see. Did all of you understand this? Means our ledger and posting is? All of you are clear with that? So, any confusion with how to do ledger and posting from subsidiary books? So, that is also completed. Your homework will be page 224, question 8. Page 224. First, you will make purchase book, sales book, purchase return book and sales return book. Thereafter, you will do the posting from the same.